So at county, I had this kid with botulism. Now, ask how many pediatricians have seen botulism. Documented. I think it was serology at that time, but you guys, we're going a long time back. But botulism, and what botulism does, it's pretty much usually a small infant. We thought it was honey. Sometimes Caro syrup was implicated, but it was a slow onset paralysis where the baby became limp, and finally could not breathe. And then they would need to go on a ventilator for weeks. But they would eventually come off because the botulism would wear off and then their muscle strength would return, and then ultimately they would begin to breathe. So I remember telling his mother, who was, of course, freaking out. And I told his mother, I said, this disease that the baby has, this botulism, makes the baby weak so he cannot breathe. But you know what? I could breathe for him. And it's not even hard for me to breathe for him. He's paralyzed. So it just takes a little bit for the machine to keep him going. So you know what? This is mostly a waiting game. We can wait. And we will wait. And this baby is going to come off of that ventilator, Mama. Baby's going to come off that ventilator and be fine. And one day, this will be a story you tell to people about what you went through with your child when they had botulism. But you know what? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And anytime you have any worry, you ask me. Because I'm the one riding shotgun on this. And I can guarantee you we're going to be all right. And let me tell you, I think it was a month later, we pulled that baby off the vent. I had to sprint him first. Those of you who don't know sprinting, that's when you pull people off the ventilator for short periods of time so they can sort of build up some muscle strength. So we call this sprinting. We take you off the vent and let you breathe on your own while we monitor your stuff to see if you can do it. And then we increase it longer and longer. So when he first started coming off the vent and his mama could hold him, oh, just that was wonderful. And when he finally, because he could eat and breathe on his own, that was remarkable. Because eating usually wears them out so much they got to go back on the vent. Just a thought. I was taking care of botulism. And that baby came off the vent and went home with his mama. See, in pediatric intensive care, we mostly win. We mostly win.